Alright, I think that we are officially going. I don't know how my stream quality looks. Looks okay. Oops. Sorry, again, that happens from time to time. Really depends on what I'm doing, and today we're doing a lot. So, oh shit, hold up. Let me just boot my camera back up. Start. Well, there we go. Did that work? Yep, that worked. Obviously not on scene 1, but here we are, scene 2. Yeah, it actually worked. Alright, so we are going Rando Chato. Ep.4, reading emails. I really can't wait to see what you guys got in store for me this time. This is going to be the first one we do. Let me just send this link out to someone who I think would want to see this. You know, if they want to see it, they can look for themselves. Alright, so I got this email from Rick Sanchez called Dylan's First Time, a short story. I can't wait to read it. I'm looking at a paragraph right here. This truly is probably going to be the greatest thing that I ever read. No sarcasm. This will be the greatest thing that I see in my whole life. So Rick Sanchez, if you guys want to talk to him about it, his email is ricksdick69emo@gmail.com. I can't wait. I gotta prepare myself for what I'm about to read. Cause something tells me it ain't going to be pretty. Alright, how's YouTube looking? YouTube live stream's looking alright? Alright, let's get into it. Malachi's uncle groaned as he sat back in heavy traffic. It felt like Malachi's uncle had been driving this car for an eternity. He could almost see the sun setting in the far off distance, almost like a reminder of another day has been lost. As the cold air set in, he fumbled the air conditioning, hoping to God that it would turn on, and it won't budge. As he laid back in the chair sighing, Dylan moaned a tiny moan under his breath. He probably would have been able to hear it if it wasn't so quiet. Malachi's uncle turned to his right. Dylan was fast asleep. It has been a long day for both of them. Malachi's uncle looked across the highway. The traffic was still heavy and bustling for it being so late in the night. He needed to find a way off this road. If he wanted to get to his destination quicker, he needed to find his way off this road if he wanted to get to his destination quicker. Sorry, email has this really, really weirdly formatted. As his eyes kept falling like dumbbells have been hanging on them, he could almost not even envision making it to their destination. He would do anything for just a bit of Taco John's. For a bit of Taco John's about now. He knew he had to pull over before he got into an accident. After all, he is a responsible person. So he stopped on the side of the road, turning off the engine, and laying back for some rest, just hoping that when he wakes up, the roads will be as desolate, I'm assuming that says, as he likes it. It was so cold that even his fat, meaty body couldn't warm him up. As he laid back in the chair, shivering, with his eyes closed, just hoping that he would fall into unconsciousness. He could feel a warm hand placed on his stomach. He opens his eyes and looks down at his stomach and follows a long, lanky arms to Dylan's body, and it was straight at him. He was staring straight at him. Oh, well, oh dear. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen with Dylan and this uncle character of his. My stream says it's in good quality, but it's shit. So sorry if my I'm just gonna turn my camera off. That way you guys don't have to deal with this shit. So there. It'll be like that. Camera's off. You guys don't have to deal with this shit. Let's keep going to it. What are you doing, bud? Uttered Malachi's uncle. You know what penguins do when they're cold, said Dylan. Oh, come on! As he stared at the uncle with determination. What? Malachi's uncle said, still shocked at what was even happening at the moment. Penguins huddled together and used their warmth to their bodies to stay warm, said Dylan. What? Did Rick fucking Sanchez do his homework to write me a fucking story about Malachi's uncle? Oh, God. Okay, but just as Malachi's uncle said that Dylan, hold up, I lost my place. Okay, but just as Malachi's uncle said that, Dylan lunges on top of his lap. What are you doing, Dylan? There's people watching us. Oh no. It's okay. I just turned 18, Dylan said with a grin on his face. Look, Dylan, I love you, son, but I don't feel comfortable doing this. Just as he was talking, Dylan ripped off the uncle's pants and underwear, and then his own, and Oh God! I hope you're fucking. This is so badly written. I hope you're fucking watching, Sanchez. Damien, send this story to Josh. I think he's gonna want to hear it. Look, Dylan, I love you, son, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. Oh wait, so I already read that. And he shoved his ass into the uncle's flaky, tiny, flaccid cock. Malachi's uncle's eyes almost went into the back of his head as he felt much pleasure in so long. As Dylan thrusted up and down his uncle's pee-pee. Oh God. It wasn't long before Malachi's uncle could feel the baby juices were coming out. Coming, he repeated frantically. It's okay, just let it happen, said Dylan calmly. The sperm shot out of Malachi's uncle's penis and went all over Dylan's poop hole. They were both wheezing with pleasure. Malachi's uncle's face was so red he almost fell to the floor like he lost all motor functions. Dylan got off his pleasured uncle. Why? See, that wasn't so bad, said Dylan. Yeah, better than I thought. A silence filled the truck. We better get some shut-eye, said Malachi's uncle. They both leaned on different sides of the truck. Malachi's uncle desperately trying to fall asleep after the experience. Eventually, he fell into unconsciousness. Malachi's uncle woke in a haze. He peered over the empty road, bustling cars. He looked at Dylan, who was deep asleep. He grew a smile, but then frowned on his face and remembered the actions he had done a few hours earlier. You know, this seems to be a running theme. I'm gonna go to the chat for a second to talk with you guys real quick. This appears to be a running theme. I think it might be the best episode. Yeah, I think so too. This appears to be a running theme with these stories, is that the men or women who get off on the children always seem to have some sort of remorse, but in reality they are disgusting, flaky monsters who deserve to be put away. That appears to be a deep running theme that I've noticed with a lot of these stories that are like this. And you know what? It's something. Uh, it really is. It's baffling to think about, and it's really interesting. I'll give it that. Almost as an instinct, he immediately put his keys in the ignition and drove off into the dark and lonely highway, almost running from his mistake. As the sun appeared over the horizon, it wasn't long before Malika's uncle had realized he had driven all night. He was almost shocked at how fast that felt. He he knew he and Dylan needed a little something to eat. Almost like fate knew that he wanted this. He spotted a Taco John's straight ahead, right next to a motel. Oh no! Oh no! Not the Taco John's in motels! That's the worst recipe for disaster I've ever heard in my entire life. Uh, Here, I'm gonna give the chat something real quick. In two words, in two words, explain what you think is about to happen at the Taco John's and motel. I think the real facility of the story is it was disgusting morally that Malika's uncle knew. Yes. Yes, I like that. I like that. That's a good response. What do you guys genuinely think? In two words, describe in two words, will happen at this motel and Taco John's, because Taco John's appears to be a running theme with these stories. Alright, looks like we got nothing. Or maybe I'll just give it a little bit longer. Your chat is slow. I think it really is. How's my stream quality? It looks good. Stream quality looks okay. Let's just get back to the story. Alright, so we're at the Taco John's and motel. If this is what heaven looked like, Malachi's uncle was definitely in it. As he parked the car in the almost full motel parking lot, he woke Dylan up, telling him that they've made it. Dylan looked horrible and cramped, and Malachi's uncle knew he needed proper shut-eye. Hey Dylan, I'm going to get us a room for a few hours. Oh no. Get your stuff out while I get the room, said Malachi's uncle in a nourishing tone. Okay, Dylan said. I wonder where this is going. Huh, Rick Sanchez? Huh? I wonder where you are going with this. They're definitely not going to explain the questionable posts on Instagram's, on the uncle's Instagram. I hope. As Malachi's uncle returned to the car with the room keys in hand, Dylan had a couple bags in his hand. We got, room 69, said Malachi's uncle. They both climbing the stairs in a complete silence, both their lack of rest and awkward encounter the night before. As they made it into the room, Dylan dropped the bags and immediately took his shirt off and then jumped into bed. Malachi's uncle in the same, jumping right into the bed right next into him, or jumping into the bed next to it. Sorry, my words are getting scrambled. I'm caught up in the lore. Oh god, where are we? Okay. As Malachi's uncle struggled to sleep, he stared at the ceiling and imagined all of the things that got him to this place. He's done some horrible things over the years, but he felt like he's really improved since then. But whatever he did last night was something he He couldn't have get out of his head, and he felt horrible for doing it, but relieved and alive at the same time. As he looked at the bed next to him, he saw Dylan, who looked straight up at him. It was so cute looking at him. So instinctively, he grabbed his phone out of his bag and started getting his camera ready to take a photo for Instagram. But the second he took the photo, Dylan's eyes sprung up, staring at him. "What were you doing?" said Dylan. Nothing. Just taking photos of our trip," said Malachi's uncle. "Can I see the photos?" said Dylan. Sure." As he gave the phone to Dylan, he looked up at him for a second before asking, "Do you mind if I change this photo a bit?" said Dylan. Malachi's uncle nodded. A few seconds later, Dylan handed back the phone. Malachi's uncle stared at the photo, which was now black and white. Oh, I fucking knew it. So we're diving deep into Malachi's uncle's lore. I like this. I like this a lot. I saw Malachi's uncle isn't a broken man at the end of this story. Yeah? Yeah? Dylan, how'd you do this? Malachi's uncle said out of amazement. "Well, I'm something of a photographer. Or hold up. Well, I'm something of a photographer myself," said Dylan with a grin. Sorry, I had to here. If there's any more Spider-Man references, I'll do it in the exact tone that they are said in the movies. "Dylan, you are truly amazing," Malachi's uncle said. They both looked at each other with a desire. It was almost an unspoken connection. Malachi's uncle got up from the bed. It creaked from the mere weight of his fat, ogreish body. He got closer to Dylan, kneeled down, touching his face. Dylan staring back, almost trying to break the silence. Malachi's uncle opens his mouth and says, "You know about last night?" Dylan put a single finger on his mouth, stopping mid-sentence. "Oh no! Oh no! Not again! No! No, 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 no! Alright, let's, I know, it was wonderful," he whispered. Malachi's uncle smiled before going for a kiss. Dylan and Malachi's uncle both exchanging so much saliva. As the simple kiss got heavier, Malachi's uncle pushed Dylan onto the bed and sat on top of him. "Look, I'll make up for last night." He unzipped his pants. His tiny his tiny dick came out of his bed, hardly even being able to flop out of his pants. "Are you ready to rock and roll?" As he grinned with his yellow teeth in dire need of being brushed. "I'm ready to rock and roll all day, baby," said Dylan. Oh God, how much more of this? Malachi's uncle could feel Dylan's heart beating with excitement through through his bony body. Malachi's uncle ripped off Dylan's pants, unveiling his rock hard penis. It looked almost like 5 times the size of Malachi's uncle, even if it was hard. "Maybe it's better if we use yours for round 2, eh?" said Malachi's uncle. He tried to ram Dylan's penis in his fat poopy asshole. I don't like this. It was so deep and meaty. That was almost a miracle you could even get it in there. How'd that get in there? uh, uh, oh my God. Hold on. I just gotta. Alright, no one's saying anything. Let's get back to this. This blasphemy. Dylan used all the force in his body to thrust, even with a big fat guy in him. As he thrust it up and down in the middle of the action, Malcolm's uncle uttered, "What was that dog's name again?" Dylan, who was so in the moment, said through his breath, "Glory who?" Oh God. With his heavy breath, Malachi's uncle said, "Well, it reminds me of the night I had with her." As silence filled the room, and all that was left as the sweaty claps on Malachi's uncle's cheeks. Wait, you fucked my as Dylan said that most intense orgasm of his life happened. Sweat dripped down his read hot face. I think you meant to say red. He tried to finish his sentence, but he could only get out a few moans. He belched out. Want to be done for the day, son? Malachi's uncle said with a grin. Dylan nodded. There's a Taco John's downstairs. As they ate their Taco John's, Malachi's uncle uttered, You know, this has probably been the best day of my life. I know I haven't been that great to you or anyone. I'm kind of a retarded fucking monkey throwing shit idiot that deserves the worst death of any human being possible. I gotta say, Dylan, you made it great. You deserve it, Unc, said Dylan as he gulped down his taco. Well, let's get back on the road, Malachi's uncle said, smiling. It didn't feel like long until they made it back home for the rest of the summer. Malachi's uncle was so happy to be back home. In fact, he had a little shopping spree at Walmart where he bought a nice new lawn chair. Yes! He placed the new cool lawn chair in the front lawn, and he got into the back of his truck and took his shirt off for a quick nap. Today was a good day. The end. Well, Rick Sanchez, thank you for an amazing short story that I've been reading for, 21 minutes. Okay, well, that was amazing. I literally have goosebumps at how awkward I felt reading that. Wow. You know, I don't know whether or not to feel that at the end of this story was good foreshadowing. It was good foreshadowing. See, I don't know what to think of the story. Because you can either take this two ways. He finally feels like a whole man, but at what cost? Or he knows that he's a broken man, but he's pretending to feel whole. I guess we can interpret this in two ways. Really, the psychology of Malachi's uncle is really one that we have to dive deep into and examine very, very closely. And, you know, maybe we like doing stuff like this. We can better understand the type of stuff that happens with life, with society. So, wow, I forgot to put the chat up. Yeah, there's your guys' chat. Oh, wait, I gotta change. Oh, I have a watch party one. Movie talk. I'm gonna do another movie talk on Rando Chato maybe sometime soon. Yeah, that was a really, really interesting episode of Rando Chato. Thank you, Rick Sanchez. If anyone wants to give Rick Sanchez a round of applause, his email is ricksdick69emo@gmail.com. Please, talk to Rick Sanchez. Tell him, hey, dude, that was great. You did a good job. That was an amazing story. It was so beautiful, it made me fucking cry. So, anyway, I guess now that we got that out of the way, we can actually discuss some rando chat, because that's what the show's for. So we did story time. So real quick, just a quick bit of rando chat. More like housekeeping, really. I should probably save this for just a YouTube video. But I just want to give you guys a quick heads up that February and March are going to be two very, very rough months for me. They have been for a long time. And I might not really post as much. I may not be as active as I usually am. So just be warned that those are times that I'm really not usually myself. Therefore, you might not get as much as you may like. And maybe you'll get something in February since Scream 5's coming out. Or no, I mean January since Scream 5's coming out. Maybe you'll get like one thing in February. Probably just one since Uncharted's coming out. I do have a video planned. A couple actually. I plan to do another rando chato with Damien, and then I also I finished my set, so like it's completely finished now. So I'm gonna have him come over tomorrow and we'll film a video just going through all the cool stuff we have here. And by that includes all my DVDs and Blu-rays. So I get to show you guys everything that I have, and that'll be everything I plan to review too. So it's a lot of horror movies. I think I have way too many horror movies than I need. But yeah, I don't really got much to say. Malachi's uncle is a really deep character. Yeah, really, really deep, really emotional too. So guys, that about wraps up this Rando Chato. Just know that there's some good stuff coming this month. You'll probably just get 2 reviews this month. Cobra Kai season 4, which is coming soon, and then Scream 5 review. And that's about it for my reviews for this month. You'll probably again, because it's a tough month, you might just get 1 review in February. You might just get 1 video in February, and that would probably be the Uncharted review for when that comes out. Because I am gonna go see Uncharted. I love Tom Holland, and I love the Uncharted game series. Good stuff. Okay. I wonder how loud I can get this. Because like, for those of you guys who don't know, OBS has this bar right here, and this bar sees how loud you're going. So like, I can turn it down. I can get a little lower, a little quieter. I prefer for it to be about, nope, not like that. I usually like it to be about right here, still in the green zone. But sometimes I'll get a little like that, like that right there. I'll get a little louder, go into the yellow. So anyway, that's about it for this Rando Chato. Now that I got the housekeeping out of the way, enjoy January, everyone. I'll see you guys in some new videos. I might do a couple Rando Chatos in February just to keep me busy. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Oh, by the way, this weekend, I might have a video plan that I'll do an editing live stream on Twitch for, because I like to do my editing live streams on Twitch since YouTube's really picky about copyright and Twitch isn't. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Rando Chato has officially